Hello and welcome back for another youth recap video. I'm Adrian and today I will cover what was said during Jasmine's message last Friday. We will be discussing a very important question: to serve or not to serve. Now that is the question. Let's get into it. Here are a few questions to think about while I read you a passage found in 1 Corinthians. What does the body of Christ represent? What does it mean to be members of the body of Christ? Can we be members of the body of Christ without serving at church? 1 Corinthians 12, verses 12 to 20 says, "For just as the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the body, though many, are one body, so it is with Christ. For in one Spirit we are all baptized into one body, Jews or Greek, slaves or free, and all were made to drink of one Spirit. For the body does not consist of one member, but of many. If the foot should say, 'Because I am not a hand, I do not belong in the body,' that would not make it any less part of the body. And if the ear should say, 'Because I am not an eye, I do not belong in the body,' that would not make it any less part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would be the sense of hearing? If the whole body were an ear, where would be the sense of smell? But as it is, God arranged the members in the body, each one of them, as He chose. If all were a single member, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, yet one body." Okay, so for the first question, what does the body represent? See, there are many things. The body of Christ is like the church. But what is the purpose of the church, you ask? Well, it's to gather the believers together in worship, fellowship, and servitude, which brings me to the second point. We as Christians are all part of the body of Christ. Just as our body is made up of cells, the body of Christ is made up of us, Christians. Question 2. What does it mean to be members of the body of Christ? Being part of the body means that you participate and take action in the activities of the body. As Christians, we want to be like Christ. And as Christ came to serve, we should also serve one another. Mark 10:45 says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Question 3. Can we be members of the body of Christ without serving in the church? The simple answer is no, but it can be more complicated. Let me explain. We are called to serve, but does that mean that we have to serve specifically in the church? Remember that we aren't serving the building, we are serving people, and ultimately we are serving Jesus. Let me tell you about a few things that most probably would happen if you don't serve. Others will burn out, the church will either stay where it is or fall apart, and finally, you could fall away. If you're not well rooted in the church, you are easily uprooted. Now that you've been well encouraged to serve, one question remains. What can you do to serve at youth? There are many things that you can do, just as the ones listed on the screen. If you don't know what you want to do, you can always message me or one of the youth leaders, or even write it in the comments, and we will direct you towards something you can do to serve at youth. One last thing. There's a challenge for this week. On the screen, there's a small quiz for you that has a goal of helping you on your journey to servitude. There are 2 different sets of questions. The first for people who are serving or want to serve, and the second for people who aren't serving in a youth ministry, or don't want to serve, or don't enjoy serving. This was Adrian Charbonneau. Have a good day.